5 minutes and 5 seconds. And the second I stop thinking about it or being like, oh, it'll go live when it go live, it'll just show up. And we're live. Us? Who's us? Oh, because you say us like I was invited. I was like, I don't know these people. That's what I was saying. I mean, nothing. I'm chilling. Basically, yeah. Just chilling, bro. No bitches, no niggas, no nothing, bro. I'm out here just chilling, bro. Living by myself. Nah, nah. That would require too many social skills, bro. Imagine having to be able to talk to men and women. Yeah, it's crazy. Why would they? But they're not going to, and they don't need to, and it's men's fault. Yeah, and they don't have to, is what I'm trying to say.
Saying I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for I'm looking for a
Someone
girlfriend.
airdropped this, and this is like, I'm looking for
A
a
message
wife, bro. What?
or a girlfriend. He didn't say wife. I'm looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a girl or something. And she just ignored it. And I'm like, and they were making fun of him. The girls were making fun like, who was that? Like they're trying to figure out who it was, and they're like saying that he's corny. And I was like, you fucking goofy ass motherfucker. Like you know how much of a weird pussy you look like to airdrop it instead of just saying it. It's like man, that's some goofy shit. Like that's some run up to your crush, like here and run away, like note kind of shit. You know, like that's goofy. Like, well, what did he expect to happen? Like, I don't know. Maybe it was a hail mary play. Maybe it was just a desperate. Maybe there was no thinking involved because I can never see myself in a situation doing some goofy shit like that and not being an actual middle schooler or something. You know, like, that's crazy. Um, Yeah, so they made fun of his ass. I was like, ah, he deserves it. Yeah. I was like, why did he do that? But anyways, um, there was something else I was gonna mention, but I think I forgot.
Of course you forgot.
Bitches ain't shit but tricks, and I've been knowing that. That's what I was gonna say. Oh, Kanye got removed from Twitter. Did you know that?
You got suspended.
You guys, I think it was for posting like I think a fucking swastika.
It wasn't a swastika. It was like a Star of David with a swastika inside of it.
Oh, so a swastika.
It's more than just a swastika. That shit is crazy. I'd pull it up, but I think if you pull it up, your computer just it starts saying some shit you don't want to hear. So,
Man, people are really getting on Kanye about this. They're really mad.
bro, I'm sure he is enjoying the attention.
Yeah. I was like,
Like this
I
is
don't
probably
know,
exactly
man.
what he wants, bro.
Like, people keep at first. The first time I saw this point that like people were saying that people are more mad at Kanye than they were at the whole Epstein situation and the people who were like in his fucking like little list or his little book, the names he had. They're more mad about this than they were about that. And I was like,
I'm still mad that no one gave a shit that Balenciaga is literally having kids hold up fucking
oh
teddy
no,
bears and gimp suits and shit.
Epstein gets arrested for literally trafficking children. Has the names of various influential fucking people, like names in a fucking like book. And you barely like you probably didn't even know that. You
I
didn't
did
know
know
that.
that. I did know that.
You know about it. But I'm just saying, people seem more mad about this than they did about that. Like you heard people. I actually didn't hear normies talk about it at all. The only people I ever
Yeah, no
heard
one gave a
talking.
shit about that shit. No one gave
Right.
it. It was just memes. Epstein didn't kill him. That's all. That's all I heard. That's all I heard about that situation.
There would be internet people who actually cared about it, but these are people on the internet. People in like the real world didn't hear them mention that shit once. But this
Nope.
Kanye shit, Kanye.
Bro, I can't go 2 days without hearing nothing about Kanye, Elon, and I'm just like, yo, y'all care about Twitter that much, bro?
Elon's my boy. I like that he gets these because what I love about social justice people, right? Like social justice warriors, is they like to do this thing where they will pretend that you're just like an irrelevant fucking idiot, and they're just memeing, they're memeing you, but it's showing how much they care about you. But at the same time, they're trying to pretend you're just some irrelevant idiot. And it's like, Elon lives rent free in these motherfuckers' heads.
He really
Like,
does, bro.
yeah. They sit there just writing articles about him after article, making memes about him. Not even memes, post. Because these SCWs don't even be making memes. They just make posts saying that he's dumb. And it's just like, okay. It's like, and it's like, part of it is like, they're so convinced of the idea that you don't have to be intelligent to make money at all. So their theory is that Elon is just a fucking idiot who lucked into his money. Like and I was like, it's one.
Even if, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, Jake. Well, one, there's that. Well, even if you want to say Elon is a fucking idiot who lucked into his money, right? That's a weird argument because, like, I can understand thinking that not every person who has money is like super intelligent, or that you don't necessarily have to be the smartest person in the world to have money. But I do believe there has to be at least be some skill or quality, something you were good at that helped you at least in the process of making all that money. You know, like no, you did not just fucking. You're not just some fucking idiot who got lucky and got all that. Like that. That is the dumbest. You know how stupid you'd have to be to accept that as like that's just what like sure maybe some people just completely lucked into their money, but those people would be fucking anomalies. Like that. Like that just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's
Like
like
I said, I don't really care. I don't care if Twitter goes away. You wanna know what's wild? Like, I don't know how important Twitter is to anyone else, but I do know that apparently in parts of the world, Facebook's like the only way to communicate with people.
yeah.
Like they just lack
Yeah.
basic infrastructure. So like Facebook and like not WeChat, what's it? WhatsApp. That's like just a vital part of the
I mean,
communication.
there was
Twitter?
something that
What the fuck is Twitter?
there was something that happened where after the verified blue check thing, someone was impersonating some company and
Bro,
actually
that
did.
so many things happen. Bro, someone bought a blue, said they were Nintendo and started saying a bunch of offensive shit.
Yeah, and the
Someone bought blue, Twitter blue, and impersonated what's it called? Insulin company, and was like insulin's gonna be free now, and they tanked their stocks.
yeah. It's one of the ones I heard. But
So many things where it's like people immediately bought blue, and when they woke up and chose violence, bro.
yeah, but
Fucking Doja Cat impersonated Elon after asking Elon himself to let her change her name. He was like, yeah, I'll let you change your name. Immediately changed her name to Elon Musk and was like, thanks, bozo.
Oh wow, she did it after already fucking gazillion people already did it. Really creative, Doja Cat. Anyways, and she could at least done something better than that. Like, why you gotta do the same thing everyone else did? You're not creative or clever. Like, you just copied some other people. I bet you people were celebrating her like a fucking goddess when she did it, though. Like, wow, so cool that she thought of that. It's like 30,000 other people already thought of it and were doing it. Like, it became a thing. There were a bunch of Elons all over Twitter. But so at least shows that there's some level of influence Twitter has. So I guess maybe there is some reason to be worried. Yeah.
I think it's crazy because it's like, y'all really looked at this shit. You looked at it. No actual verification. Just looked at it and was like, oh man, if that's true, gotta believe it. It's on Twitter. I was like, yo, y'all are crazy, bro.
People do it all the time.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. And it was like people were so trained to accept the blue check thing. Yeah, even at work there was a situation. It just shows you how easily people are fooled. Someone was showing me a video supposedly of someone getting robbed for their hot dog. And right, so initially of course I was like, okay, that's crazy. I was like, I don't know if that's what really happened. But then they show me the video and it's so fucking obviously a skit. Like, they try to make it look like it was like filmed from a camera, but the quality was obviously filmed with like not a phone, maybe even a phone to be honest, but a phone with decent quality. It was obviously not like like an apartment camera or something, right? And I'm looking at it and I'm just like, this is fake. Like, it's very clearly fake. Like, the way that people are moving, they're clearly actors. And then, like, but because it had the fucking fake Crime Stoppers thing, I'm trying to explain to this person. I was like, it's not that hard to put an overlay on a video. I was like, it's not hard at all. I was like, you can do it on your phone. I was like, all you have to do is download something. You can put it right in the corner of the video, and you can make any video look like anything. I was like, it's not that difficult. But they're like, no, it's real. Like, look, because then the next thing shows like some fake police timeline thing, and I was like, look. This is fake. Someone just went through a lot of trouble trying to make it look like it was real. And not even that much trouble. Like, they could have done better. Like, they could have done way better. Like, as soon as I saw the video, I was like, this is most definitely. Yeah. Speaking of things that, I guess, things that are somewhat fake, but when they've gone through a lot of effort, I guess, to promote its veracity. Have you seen the trailers for this movie Cocaine Bear?
No, absolutely not.
All right, let's check this out. Pull up the trailer for Cocaine Bear. It has one of my favorite songs
in it. Does it look like a news thing?
What? Let me see. You just pull up Cocaine Bear trailer?
I did.
Universal Pictures India. Or that's the first thing I see when I put Cocaine Bear trailer. It's not the news thing.
Hold on. Loading. Yeah, bro. It's here's the trailer.
Yeah. Let me mute myself.
Yeah. No one he ugly ass.
Medic! Oh, Jesus. What is that? Beth, we should go.
Millions of dollars worth of cocaine fell from the sky this morning in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There's more of this out there. They dumped it somewhere.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Forest is a dangerous place.
Hey, Henry, check it out. Something got into it. A deer, maybe.
A lot of cocaine was lost. I need you to go and get it.
No, don't eat that, don't eat that. Let's see what kind of effect that has on us.
The bear. It fucking did cocaine. A bear did cocaine.
There was a bear.
A bear?
It was bark.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Higher, baby.
Oh shit.
Get higher, baby.
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with a man forever.
Apex predator. High on cocaine. Out of its mind. Oh man, you fucked.
What the fuck is wrong with that bear? Shoot it, man! Bear, speed up!
Higher, baby. And don't ever come down.
We have such good luck in nature.
Get in line. Get in line. That's pretty funny. Alright, so you made me watch the trailer for Cocaine Bear.
Nature.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like a fun little film that
Yeah,
I'm
I
probably
was like, yeah, this is a movie you watch it, you laugh, and then you never think about it ever again.
yeah, I think I'm probably gonna check it out. But one of the cool things about that trailer, right? You know that movie, that song "White Lines," right? Obviously, you know what that song's about, and you know you would probably think that it's a song celebrating like that particular drug, cocaine, but the song actually is like fucking. It's like a cautionary tale. It's telling you not to do it. It's like it's literally the song is literally about how if you take the fucking drug, you'll get hooked and it will ruin your life. That's really what that song is about. It was just very interesting to me because rap goes from that songs singing about drugs and saying please don't do them to now I'm sipping on lean and like, it's like they celebrate that shit. I just found that particularly funny when I was thinking about that when the trailer reminded me of that great song. But man, but these kids, man, they don't know any good music anymore. I played that song at work. They didn't know what the fuck it was. They're like, "Oh, I don't even know what that song is. You need to turn that off." I was like, "What? You guys don't like White Lines?" So you guys are crazy. But then you listen to the rap they listen to, and it's like, and you're just like, so that you listen to that. You listen to Mushmouth, but White Lines is too much for you.
You just sound like an old man.
No, it's true though. It's fucking.
But you just sound like an old man.
Like, come on, man.
Like, bro, listen to the words you say. No, doesn't it sound like the same shit you heard when you were a kid?
No.
Sounds like the same shit you heard when you were a kid.
No, I'm serious. One, I actually never used to hear people shit on. I didn't hear people start shitting on like that idea. People always say that, right? That people used to say this and that. Maybe they did, but at least from my experience, I never heard people shitting on the current music as much as they did when it was mumble rap specifically that people shat on a lot. And
I was really sitting in the car. The amount of times I heard my father say some shit about the songs that were on.
Mumble rap is fucking terrible.
It wasn't even mumble rap. It wasn't mumble rap. It was something else. He always had something to say about something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, also you got to remember your father is Jamaican. My mom would also talk about American music and make fun of it, and she had a very superior. She thought Jamaican music was much better than American music. They're Jamaicans. They have a very superior.
There'd be some goofy shit because he'd be like, "Oh man, that's what y'all singing about, this and that," and I was like, "Isn't the song you listening to right now about a man cheating on his woman? Isn't the song you listened to 2 minutes before about this man who was smoking a shit ton of weed?"
Another funny thing is, speaking about that, right? About that kind of music. There's a woman at my job, and she'll play Jamaican music. And this is a school. This is a fucking school, and she playing songs talking about sliding in and out and pum pum. And I was like, yo, yo, you need to you need to relax. You need
Yeah,
to
no,
take
like that's Caribbean music. It's really just like real raunchy, bro. It's literally all about
what
sex.
that's current Caribbean or dancehall music to be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would just say all of it, but a lot, bro. I was
Yeah,
listening. I should not have been hearing the shit I heard about when I was a kid.
yeah, the more conscious Jamaican music isn't as popular. Just like in America. In America, you got some rappers who are rapping about some real stuff, but it's not as popular as rappers rapping about shooting their ops and having sex and taking drugs. So if that's what sells, that's what gets out there. Although I honestly think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like again,
Like
Hotep had,
drill music is a self fulfilling prophecy.
yeah, Hotep had on. I think that yes, it's popular music, but I think it's popular for a reason, and I think they want it to be popular, and I think they push the music into out there for a certain reason. I do not think it is popular just because people always want to hear it. Because even young people complain about that fucking kind of music these days. Like it's not even just old people anymore. Even young people are like, "Yo, why do we listen to this shit?" Like even young people literally like the music and then wonder why do I listen? Like a girl at my job was talking about that. She doesn't know why, but she's like all you do is talk about killing people, and I'm sitting here listening to it. But specifically though, for me, one of the reasons why I didn't hear that is because I've always listened to a lot of old music. So no one really criticized my music very often. And again, I really think mumble rap specifically is what people hated the most. Like we can both agree on that. Mumble rap was just very bizarre. It was a very bizarre fad that kind of faded away. Now they've kind of faded away from that mumble rap style. Like there's still a little bit of it in current music, but it's kind of gone. Like the little pumps in them, they're dead. Like no one enjoys that kind of this. Literally, mumble rap was popular.
I think
Now
Lil Pump actually died. Wait.
I don't think he died. I think it was another one. It was another guy who died. But I think he also had Lil in his name.
No, it was a hoax.
Oh, but there's another guy who died. Another mumble rapper who did die. Yeah.
Oh, it was a little peep.
Yeah, there you go. But the thing with the thing with me is that when I say the thing about the White Lines, like White Lines is a classic. It's a classic song. You should be able to at least enjoy some classic and still enjoy modern music. Like I can hear some modern songs and think they're good, like Denzel Curry and stuff. I'm like, oh, this guy's good. And then I hear the classics, right? It's kind of weird to be like, that's trash. And it's like it's objectively not. Like
how old was this kid when you played it?
they weren't that old. They were 21. Like
They were
it's not-
21?
yeah.
Because you said
Like,
kids. I thought you were playing it for kids.
No. Kids are goofy.
That's why I was
But-
like, man, they're children. They probably just saying it. But if they're 21, man, that's different.
Yeah, I was like, come on. Like, it's not that bad to be acting like that. I was like, it's not even that different from the music out right now. Well, anyways, the funny thing is, this is based on a true story, as they said, but by based, they mean loosely adapted.
I read the story of the real cocaine bear. It is true. Cocaine was dropped out of an airplane.
Wait, let me get to it first. Let me talk about it. Because like the part that I found was cool. Could you pull a picture of this guy, Andrew C. Thornton? His name is Andrew C. Thornton 2. Yeah.
Andrew C. Thornton?
Yeah. There's a black and white photo of him. Should be a guy with a mustache. He's like squinting.
Yeah, here's his wiki page.
All right. So this guy, right? He's described as like he was a Starsky and Hutch. So first he goes through military. He gets in fucking trouble when he's in the military. Like I think he had just gotten out and he already had gotten in trouble. So he has like a checkered history where he's like somehow he still ends up in law enforcement even though he's been getting in trouble with the law for a great amount of time. But he was described by his colleagues as like a Starsky and Hutch kind of cop. Where like I don't know if you ever seen the shows. No, you haven't seen the show Starsky and Hutch, but just think like a Dirty Harry kind of cop, a cop who bends the rules, And then he was apparently one of those kind of cops who like enjoyed doing that kind of shit. And then he got into drug smuggling, and he was studying law, but he gets into drug smuggling, and then he resigns, Well, first he was a police officer. He resigns from being a cop, and then he goes into law. Then he starts selling drugs while he's studying law, and that turns out to be very fucking profitable. So he he switches to that. He just quits law too and just starts smuggling drugs. And then like he's in the fucking parachute, and they dump a bunch of coke. I'm not sure why they were like. I can't even couldn't find anything as to why they were dumping this coke.
They were too heavy.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it was. But like, they're dumping the coke, and then he tries to jump out of the plane with the coke on him, but he fucking hit his head on the tail of the plane. Like, that's one of the like. I think about shit like that all the time. Like, just like so going out in a very goofy way like that. Like imagine you're skydiving and then something crazy like that happens to you. But he hits his head, and because he hit his head, he couldn't activate his parachute, and he falls and fucking dies on the fucking ground. And then that's how his coke ends up all the way on the other side, and a bunch of coke ends up littered all over Kentucky. And then we get to the bear, like you said. The bear finds the coke, eats a whole shitload of it, and then fucking overdoses and dies. And then apparently other bears might have eaten it. I don't know if they ended up dead or if they didn't eat as much as this bear, but he ate like a shit ton. Let me see. I don't remember how much he ate. Let me see. I think they have the exact amount of how much he ate. I think he ate a lot. That's why he died. Let's see. They have an estimation. Man, he only absorbed about 3 to 4 grams of it.
In his bloodstream. Yeah. Like, it was 3 to 4 grams in his bloodstream. Yeah. Like, per liter of blood.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's a lot. That's a lot. It's not, it's 4 grams. No. It's like, if you take his blood out, like, it's like 4 grams are in his blood.
Yeah.
It's like the concentration of coke in his blood was very fucking high.
Yeah, but he didn't go on some, what the hell?
Yeah, he didn't go on a crazy murder spree. He just died.
Yeah,
because
he just
that's
died.
What happens when you take too much coke. You just die.
Yeah, he didn't go. Let me turn this off. But he didn't go on a crazy murder spree. He just died, and then what the hell?
What the hell, indeed?
Sorry, just a message that makes no sense. But he gets like according to legend, he gets mounted. I think he gets put in a museum. He gets mounted by a coroner, and the coroner sells him. Then he ends up in a museum, and they're like there's like a statue that is supposedly this bear, like mounted and everything, and what's the word when you fill them up? Whatever, stuffed and mounted. There you go. And he has a hat on. And they call him Pablo Escobar. That's what they call him. Yeah, in the museum they call him Pablo Escobar, and then he became legendary for that. But they I guess they decided to make this movie. Someone heard that story and was like, "Yo, imagine if he went crazy and just started killing people?" And I mean, if someone was in the forest at the time he ate all that shit, then maybe something like that would have happened. Like if he came across,
I don't know. Like I don't know. That's a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. I mean, he would have died pretty quickly. But again, if someone was right in front of him, they might have gotten mauled.
They would have got mauled anyway. It's not like, it's because he was on cocaine.
Not really. Sometimes bears will leave you the fuck alone. It depends.
It really depends on where you are and what you're doing. Like, if you're just deep in bear territory, no, you're going to get fucked up. Like, why are you in the bear territory? If you're just on a trail, the bears, like, most animals are like, all right, like, they kind of just know to just, like, stay away from humans, and, like, they really just don't want to fuck. Because they know what it brings if you fuck with humans. I'm not, like, saying they have this understanding of the concept of, like, man or whatever, but it's just, like, I go over there, and it's a problem, so I'm not going to go over there. Like, I'm going to keep to myself, you keep to yourself, we Gucci gang. Type shit.
I guess maybe not just be a human thing. It's like just generally they're just like leave that other upright, that other. Well, I mean, from their perspective, you probably do seem decently large if you're like a normal man, because you're standing
like
upright.
6 feet.
Yeah, but you're standing right, so you probably do seem deep.
to intimidate other animals. They will like, go on their hind legs. I'm saying bears are like 6 feet tall.
Yeah. So to them, you probably are a decently sized creature that they're just like, I don't want to mess with them. I'm not in the mood. I don't want.
I mean, most animals don't just fuck with other things for no reason. Like like even wolves are not going to attack you if they're good. Like if they're not hungry, they're not going to just like, well, you're here, you fucked up, you shouldn't have it. Like if they're good, they're good. They're just like leave you alone. If you are showing submissive behaviors, then they might attack you because they're like, oh, that's a little bitch. Let's get him. It's look. There's a lot of things that you should be wary about when you're like dealing with animals.
So basically, you should never walk through the forest because you're a little bitch.
Yeah, you should not walk through the forest. Indeed.
Yeah.
So
that didn't work. That didn't work. You didn't. It was not. It was not quick enough to switch it over. Well, anyways, man, and yet people still want to fuck with these animals, and you got niggas on YouTube, fucking playing with these bears like they're pets, and I'm watching that video. I'm just like,
I mean, if you raised it since it was small,
I don't
give a fuck.
Come on, man, raise it from it was small. Yo, okay, so I'm gonna tell you
much different.
That's what niggas think. That's what niggas think right before the animal fucking rips them to pieces. But there's this girl sent a thing to our group chat, and it had me dead. Because before I clicked it, all I saw was she said they need to leave these chimps alone. So I clicked the thing, not knowing what to expect, and it's a video. It begins. Her face is all covered by this like thing. Her arm is missing. She got like a walking stick. And then it goes, let's say the ape's name was Jojo. They're like, Jojo the chimp was her best friend before he mauled her. And then I started laughing because I don't know why that shit was so funny. That paradox, like he was her best friend. And then you see her walking with the completely fucking maimed. And I was like, God damn. It's like that chimp fucked her up. He was her friend. It's like, oh man, with friends like that, she don't need no enemies. God. Well, yeah, basically, she raised the fucking chimp, thinking that shit was her homie. Like it was in there, it was fine with them, and then one day that shit lost its mind, went nuts, and fucked her shit up. Kicked her fucking head and ripped her face off. So it is just not fucking
she's alive,
safe,
right? So she's.
I mean, that's probably because it was a fucking chimp. If it was a bear or some other kind of animal, she'd be fucking dead.
Nah, bro, it's a lot better. It's a lot better.
I don't know, man. I'd rather be dead. I mean, I'm just gonna...
Bro, you don't want to just like lose your arm real quick.
You walking around blind. You got no arm. Your face is pretty much gone. Like, it just killed me, bro. I would look at the chimp like, kill me.
It whispers, no.
No, I feel like Caesar from fucking Rise of the Planet of the Apes. No,
bro. I remember that movie when that motherfucker talked. I was like, lock it off, bro. Lock it off. Turn it off, bro.
And he still started fucking with it after it said no. I would have heard it said no, I'd be like, understandable. Have a nice day.
That's when you pull out the Tommy gun. And you're just like, you didn't expect this part, huh?
No, don't even do it. Oh, don't even do it. Don't even. This shit just talked. Because like my first assumption, it talks is some supernatural shit. Because I'm not gonna jump immediately to some nigga was experimenting on it. Like this is,
bro,
that's just like
you gotta end that shit.
Yeah, I mean it's too late, bro. It's too late.
Nah. You gotta burn the lab down. And you're like, look, I don't know what was going on here.
Yeah, burn the lab down, sure. But you
don't know what's going on here, but nothing else can get out of here, bro.
You're trying to shoot it and be like, oh, I got telekinesis too. You didn't know? And I was like, fucked up. I should have just left your ass alone. I should have just left you alone.
Nah, bro, you got GGSS. That shit's crazy.
Well, yeah, man. It's like, I don't know. I was just explaining to one of my coworkers. I was telling them that like I'm willing to explore in every other sense, except when it comes to supernatural stuff. I was like, I just don't want to be the person to prove it was true. Like, I just don't want to be the one to prove ghosts are real. Like, I don't want it to be
All right.
me.
In recent news, Vanguard confirmed the existence of ghosts. We will
Yeah,
now
he's
name
fucking
this the Vanguard
out.
phenomenon because he is no longer with us. But
Yeah, they took his ass. They took his ass to hell. Took his ass to the afterlife. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't understand. Like, people really just be just playing with their lives with these animals. Like, they just like, even with dogs, something as simple as a dog. You ever seen those videos with the niggas growling at the dog, like saying you gotta put dominance, gotta
yeah, that's
assert dominance?
dumb.
Yeah,
That's just dumb, bro. Like you can literally go and like watch YouTube videos about like actual trainers being like, yo, that's just stupid.
yeah,
That's just
that dog
stupid,
will
bro.
rip your fucking throat out one day. One day you're gonna piss that shit off, and it's gonna rip your fucking throat out. Oh my god. So, what animal do you think is the most terrifying animal?
Um, what do you mean by terrifying? Like if it was
Like,
me and this animal in a room, like
mortal fear. An animal that makes that when you think of it sends shudders down your spine.
honestly, gorillas. That's just
Oh
crazy.
yeah. Gorillas are
Gorillas,
terrible.
bro. Gorillas and large cats. I feel like they both have the same sort of like I'm dead. Like you know, just like oh god, bro. Because I told you I was interning at the zoo and like they had this one gorilla and it was by itself and the nose was all fucked up, just like missing, bro. And then the zookeeper was like, "Oh yeah, they were playing around." I was like, "What do you mean they were playing around, bro?" It's like, "Yeah, they were just playing around. Got a little hurt." The fuck, bro? That was them playing. Imagine they were actually boxing. Nah, that's crazy. That's
It's like
crazy.
you know how fucking when Kryptonians fight in TV shows and they be knocking each other around the room,
Yeah.
like sending each other flying. I guess that's what it would look like. One gorilla hits the other gorilla, he flies out of the zoo, it just into the sky.
Yo, that's crazy. And then large cats. Bro, there's another thing at the zoo. It's like a toy. It has like 300 pounds of pull force, and like you can like try it, right? Like it's like a big ass spring connected to a ball, and you like pull, and you can use all your force. And it's like, see, like you could definitely pull it out, but it takes a lot of effort for you to do so. They're like, yeah, we gotta replace this like once a week when we have it with our tigers, bro. I was like, what do you mean you gotta replace it once a week? The tigers will just mess up the spring, bro. The spring with the super strong tigers will fuck that shit up, bro.
Man, speaking of chimps, you just
Pimps?
reminded me talking about the spring. Chimps who are we fucking breaking steel wires or
Oh,
snapping them.
chimps. I heard
Chimps.
pimps. I was like, what the fuck are you going? I was like, where are you going, bro? I was like, what the fuck?
Now, but chimps will take steel wires and snap them like they're sticks. Like they're
Bro, primates have such strength. And the reason we don't have access to that strength is because we just don't need it, right? We just don't need
yeah.
that
I'm
strength.
just talking about how if gorillas were like us and sat there exercising the way we did, they'd be like some fucking insane superhumans. Like that's what someone was talking about that the other day. Like if they were doing what we were doing and sitting there trying to find the most efficient way to build muscle, all that kind of bullshit, like they'd be
I don't want to
unstoppable.
think about it. If someone's like, huh, I wonder if what will happen if I train a fucking Olympic level weightlifter gorilla. Like he's out here just be like, yeah, get these reps in, get these reps in. Just giving it mad protein. He
Oh
slips
no!
a little tea in there. Nah, bro. Nah,
Oh,
bro. It's
and,
gonna be Rise of the Planet of the Apes, 100%.
yes, somehow just become smart. It's just like I understand now, and it's just
You know,
standing
through
up.
all of this physical labor, I've also started to work on my brain. I was like, oh, nah, bro, he's talking. It's like, why do you even have a British accent, bro? I'm not British. He's like, I just realized that this sort of accent would instill the most fear in you. It's like, oh my god.
You're not even talking in a British accent, though.
I'm not. But I was like, if he had a British accent, I'm like, oh my god. Like, bro, to me, a fucking ape talking in a British accent is just like, oh shit, bro. I'm
Like,
gonna die.
bro, it's like, bro, and he starts talking like he's from the streets. But
Oh, fucking roadman. Oh my god. Fucking
I think
roadman ape.
I think bears are very terrifying to me because they look so chill otherwise. But then if you like, I don't know, if you fuck with them, then they'll, or you don't even have to fuck with them. I think that's what I find the most terrifying about them. You don't gotta fuck with them. It's just if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, that bear see you. He's like, yo, what the fuck you doing here, bro? Like I saw a video of a guy's YouTube. he hears something, and he opens his door, and he has his like phone, or maybe he saw it already. So this is why he was trying to get a video of it. People really out here trying to risk their lives just to get a video of something. And he opens the door. It's a fucking bear. The shit looks over at him. He closes the door mad fast. And I was like,
I've seen
God.
that video.
I was like, God damn. It's like, why do you even risk opening the door?
Well,
like,
did he know the bear was out there?
He had to, because he already had the camera queued up. I'm pretty sure he must have saw it and just wanted to
He opened the door, closed the door, said, let me record this. Did it again. No.
Okay, I really hope he didn't do that stupid shit. Now,
I mean,
2 times you're playing games. You know, you're playing games. You're playing
what
games.
if he was just like, well, imagine he was like, yo, boss, there's a bear outside. I can't come to work. The boss is like, well, you need to get proof because I don't believe you. Bro, if my boss ever says some shit like that to me, I was like, yeah, there's a literal deadly animal outside my door. I can't come into work. They're like, yeah, picture it didn't happen. I would hang up. It's like, yeah, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not coming into work this week. Next week, you find
next year. I'm not coming in next year either.
It's like, fuck yeah, you mean? You don't believe me?
He
I need proof. Fuck that. He opens
the door. He's like, hey, big bro, I ain't trying to fuck with you. I just need a picture to prove to my boss. The bear's like, all right, you got it. And then poses. The bear goes. But yeah, bears are terrifying. Chimps are some terrifying little animals, and for the same reason, because they can be so docile and chill, and then they can just lose their shit and start going Street Fighter on your ass. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to a chimp. What are you gonna do? Yo, and this girl at work said something crazy. She's like, "Oh, I'll get one of the tinier monkeys because they can't really do anything." I was
That's
like,
where you're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
I was like, one, they're still strong. I was like, they're still strong. Maybe not as strong as a chimp. And I was like, and they're fast. I was like, you can still fuck up your face. I was like, nothing changes. And they're gonna go for your face. It's how monkeys fight. They're gonna go for your face. And she's like, yeah, but you can hold it down. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if we can even hold that shit down.
Yo,
I don't know.
It's not funny that this person is misunderstanding the strength of these animals, because like so many times where like people are just like they're just like misguided. They've seen enough movies and media. They're just like, yeah, I could probably do this. I could probably do that. It's like, no, wrong.
Yeah, like that dude we knew who said we could pick up a car.
Yes, I don't know why he fucking thought that, bro. I don't know why he was like, yeah, the 3 of us could do it. And I was like, he saw one video of this big ass motherfucker picking up the tiniest car.
It was a gutted car too. The pieces inside of it were removed, and he had like a thing inside that would help him hold it. I mean, I've seen a video of a guy. He didn't really like lift it per se, but he kind of like lightly lifted it and moved it. He moved the car, some Olympic level. But this is like an Olympic level bodybuilder. That's why he was even able to do that shit. I mean, I proved that I can push a car, I guess. I did that. But a lot of people can push a car. But I mean, I did do it by myself. And that was Emilio's big-ass vehicle.
Bro, like, well, I won't lie. If you're, like, going from the backside, right? Like, the trunk area, you could probably get the car off the ground. Why? That shit's empty. There's nothing over there. Like, it really is just the engine, right? But if you wanted to, like, pick a car off the ground, cars are like 2 tons, bro.
Yeah. It's not happening.
The cars are like 2 tons, bro.
Unless you, like, you could probably do it if you had something to help, like a big-ass board or something, and you all push down on it together. Then maybe it would help, you know?
2 tons, bro.
But you know that's just science right there. That's how you're supposed to lift heavy things. You put something underneath and then you go on the other side like a fucking seesaw.
Yeah, sure, right? But let me look at. I'm looking up the average car weight. Yeah, 2,600 pounds.
Aren't they lighter now than they used to be though?
No,
I thought they were lighter now. I thought the metal was different and stuff, so they're actually lighter.
No.
Less dangerous. No, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
All right, the materials of the car are different, right? But there's also more things in them now. Before it was like engine. Now you got your engines, you got your heaters, you got your ACs, you got your lights, you got this, you got that. You got the differentials.
They had heaters in like the 70s.
I'm saying like you have way more and more stuff put into this car. Like older cars are easy to work on because it's like, damn, it's not running. Something in the engine. Now it's like you pop the hood, you see the engine. Now, bro, if I open my hood, I need to like take out mad shit just to get to shit. If I open my car.
Nah, bro, all you gotta do is touch the car battery and charge the car with your hands.
Bro, you think I could even reach my car battery without removing 10 pieces first?
I mean, Emilio does it.
My car, Emilio's car is way older than mine.
Yeah. I mean, you have a fucking bougie ass BMW. Yeah, that's another reason why.
Man, out here disrespecting my car, bro.
I mean, BMWs are bougie vehicles, right?
Nah, bro. Yeah, no, they are a luxury car, right?
Yeah.
But everyone in the fucking hood has one, so.
Yeah, because they're not actually luxury cars. You know?
Nah, they would rather buy a BMW before they invest in a property.
No, but I'm saying like no really rich person has a fucking BMW. They have
they have the nicer BMWs.
Yeah. There you go. They have the nicer one, and then they'll have a BMW and another car, like a fucking what is it? Is it called a 511? There's some car that people get a lot. Fucking Hellcat or something.
Hellcats are expensive.
Yeah. Some car. There's some luxury vehicle that people get. It's not that expensive, but it's a decent price.
Hellcats aren't expensive.
I don't know what car it was, but
you talking about a Porsche 911?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. A Porsche. Yeah, I think people get those cars a lot too. Yeah. But
how much, oh my god.
How much is it?
No, easy 100K. Easy 100K. That's not that bad.
Oh, fuck.
Nah, bro, that's the cheapest one too. Oh my god.
that breath, that is all you need to say. Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm looking at the turbo model. Oh my god. 230, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. We know people who make less than that a year. Like they make good money. They make their 200K a year, and that car costs their whole yearly salary.
Bro, imagine working for 1 year. It's like, yo, what you do with their whole year's salary? I bought a car. What, one car? Yeah, I just bought one car. Is it a good car? I mean, I bought it and then it depreciated immediately. It's not only worth half of what it was worth, but it's an investment.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I remember there was a book I was reading, written by the Coach Greg guy, where he was talking about buying cars, why you should always buy used. And he was talking about how the moment you drive the car off the fucking lot, it already lost like half its value. That was his exact point. The moment you drive it off the lot, like you drive that shit out, it's worthless. It's like it's worthless now.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah.
I just found that so.
Like, the second you even if you buy a 2023, right? It's already outdated because there's a 2024 out. Outdated. Well, I won't lie. There are some luxuries in my car. It's a 2013 that I'm just like, this shit's nice, right? This shit's nice, but it definitely you don't need all that shit to just get you to point A to point B. Cause I forgot what study it was, but it's like most cars are just 90% of the time the car is not being used. Like you're not using it.
Yeah. You don't even need a study to prove that shit. Although I guess someone would say it's a heuristic, like it's hindsight bias. But you literally just looking around New York City, you see plenty of people.
Look anywhere, bro.
Yeah,
cars get you from A to B and then you're done.
Yeah, because I was saying if you want to use your personal experience, you look here in a place like New York City where people literally try their hardest not to use their cars.
Yeah, but I hate using my car, bro. I hate that shit. Because every time it's like, bro, just drive. It's like, where am I parking, bro? Where am I parking the car? Fuck you. Yeah. Like, you paid for that parking? I'm not paying for that parking. You're fucking crazy, bro. Yeah. And even then, it's like, oh, you want me to sit in traffic? Bro, I literally went to a dinner. It was 6 p.m. If I drove, it would have taken me an hour. And I was like, I'm not driving for an hour when I know the drive is 30 minutes. Like, why would I sit there? That means there's just 30 minutes of just...
Yeah.
that was like if I was lucky, because sometimes like you've literally been in the car when I drove from my house to like Lower Manhattan, like at fucking like what is it, like 2-3 a.m. Quick as fuck, bro. You'd be like, "What? We already here?" I was like, "Yeah," because cars are fast. Like cars are fast, highways are efficient, but it's fucking midday. It's fucking rush hour. I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, yo, here I am, just vroom. It's fucking goofy. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, cars suck. Yeah,
Cars
but
do suck. There's actually many initiatives to get rid of cars. Actually,
I think cars are like, I think they're fun if you have like open space to drive them,
I mean,
and
yeah. So
you have a nice car. But cars in the city, I think they're especially useless in the city. Like whenever I'd be dating a girl and she'd be trying to convince me to get a car, I was always like, no, why would I do that? It's like, one, I didn't have enough money. I was like, I kept trying to.
even if you did have enough money, it was just like, where are you going? Like,
Yeah, it's the thing. I was like, I'm not gonna use it that much. I was like, I'm not gonna use it.
especially like if I'm remembering the time, it was like you went to work and you went home, and getting a car wouldn't even have increased your quality of life because it was like fucking 30 minutes for you to get to work anyway.
Yes, like but when I used to live like right there, my job was like down the street from me, so it was like it wouldn't have done that much. It's like, and like both of the girls, I kept trying to explain to them, these girls, I was like, a car is not just a car. You're not just paying for the car.
Yeah, you gotta pay insurance. There's maintenance you gotta do. Bro, my car's in the shop right now, bro. It's right now. It's in the shop.
Yeah, I was like, yo, like that maintenance shit is the real killer. Like you gotta upkeep your car. If you're not doing it regularly, that's how some bullshit happens to you, and then like, your car just breaks down on you for no reason. And it's not really for no reason. The reason is you weren't checking up on it. But then you can't even blame someone for not checking up on their car because you take your car to the mechanic and the mechanic's like, "Oh yeah, this guy's retarded."
Bro, that happened to me.
Your discombobulator is messed up.
Bro, so I got my car fixed, right? And I went to the place my dad told me to go to, right? And I charged me like $1,000 for some fix because there was something that was broken. And I told my dad, and he was pissed. He was like, "It shouldn't have cost me that much money to fix the thing." It was like an engine mount or whatever. He was like, "It shouldn't have cost that much. It should have only cost this much." So my dad was pissed. Apparently, like I was so-called his friend or whatever. Not his friend no more. And it just led my dad to say the same thing he always says: is always be your own people. It'll always be your own people. You send people some business, and then they get a little big-headed, and they try to scam people. And it's goofy, bro. It's goofy.
But another, reference to the cocaine bear thing,
Cocaine.
I was
the fuck is cocaine?
made me start thinking about cocaine and how that was like the drug back then. And I was like, that shit just grabbed the world by storm. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And it's understandable too. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, but it's like
never been on it. Never gonna do it.
The thing with cocaine is like, I think what makes it so appealing to people is that it's one of those drugs where it doesn't necessarily completely fuck with your like perception or anything. Like you're still mostly aware and cognitive. It's just that you're now just in like a super excitable state. You know what I mean? Like you're just in a super excitable state, but you can still kind of think and stuff. Like alcohol and weed though, like they fuck with your head. They make you slower. They make you sluggish. I guess for what people think is like cocaine does the opposite. It's like when people would take Adderall for that reason. I remember when I took Adderall, I didn't enjoy it that much. That shit, man, I was going crazy. I was just like,
what? It just makes you focus.
It didn't do that for me. It made me hyper focused on everything.
How much did you take?
It made me focus on everything but the thing I was supposed to be focusing on. That's what it did to me. Like, I mean, I could focus on the thing I was doing, but it also made me like pay attention to everything. So like I would look at something and stare at that, stare at that, stare at that, stare at that. Like that's what it did to me. It made my my scatterbrain even worse to a degree. But it did, like, when I would like hunker down, it did help. Like, it helped me. It made me like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It made me like weirdly like productive, like very productive. Like I was just like moving like a finely oiled machine. That's what it did to me. But it did make me like jumpy. Like I'll see that. Like I was just like, because I think the first time I took it, I was sitting in a room like writing a paper or something, and it made me just do that shit, right? But the other time I took it, I was in class, and it didn't make me focus on the class. It made me it made me like anxious and like staring around instead. So I was like, okay, don't take that shit during class. Never do that again. I was like, you got to be in a quiet setting, I guess. I mean, did you ever take it?
Yeah, it just made me focused.
Did you take it in class?
Nope.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Maybe you should try it in a classroom setting and see what happens.
I'm not going back to no classroom setting.
I don't know. But take Adderall again in a public setting. I want to do a test. I want to see.
Public.
Huh?
I wasn't public.
But like, what kind of public?
I don't remember. But like, I remember I was outside. I think I was walking around.
Oh, I guess that's a little different. I was like in the classroom.
Sitting here talking about things that we probably shouldn't be talking about.
What, drugs?
Yeah.
People talk about worse than this, man.
Never heard of it.
Apparently, shrooms can make you quit cigarettes. Joe Rogan was talking about that. But I think it's not. I don't think it's the shrooms we took though. Like I think the shrooms we took. I think the shrooms they took is one. I think that their shrooms were a little stronger. So their shrooms are the shrooms that give you that deep, fucking like metaphysical experience where it's like I'm guessing those are the shrooms where you take that shit and you go to another fucking dimension. I think the ones we took was just like, I don't know, or maybe we're just in the wrong setting for it because it made me think, I guess, and think a lot. But I already think very often, but it made me think even more. Like it just heightened my level of thinking even more and made me like reflective times 10, where I would be thinking, then thinking about what I was thinking about, then thinking why I'm thinking about what I was. That's what I would think in circles. You get what I'm saying? Like I kept doing that. Like I keep going level by level by level. So I got to the deepest fucking level. It didn't make me like fucking hallucinate or have any profound, really profound experience though. Like I mean, I guess I would learn a little bit about myself, like a tiny bit, but not enough that it really changed my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you? What do you
I don't remember. It was just like when we were outside, I was like, yeah, I really just want to go home. I don't want to be here.
Yeah, that was a huge feeling I had that I can't do this.
I want to go home.
Trying to be a good sport at first, but then it started.
I was like, I don't want to be a party pooper. But I was like, I was just like, this is kind of whack. Bro, I think it's because what we were doing. We were following some random guy. I already didn't like the other guy that we were with to that much. Like I was just like, this is not it. Like I just want to go home.
Yeah. I mean, I tried telling you too. I remember when we were first leaving. I remember I said to you, I warned you that we were going to be wandering around. I was like, we're not going to go to the place that you think we're going to. I was like, they're going to wander around a lot. I was like, this is what he does. I remember, like, did I not warn you about that shit?
Yeah. Even then, like, even before we started wandering around, we were just sitting there with that guy. I was like, yeah, what are we doing here?
Yeah, we should have just left from a while ago. Like, I think if we'd went into the bar we were going to go to, then it might have been a much more enjoyable experience.
Maybe.
Probably wouldn't talk to people like normal. But because we were out in the street and shit, I think that's when it was starting to make me uncomfortable. Because all these people moving past me, it started making me feel like skeevy. And I was like, I want home. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I think I ate too much. I was like, I'm not hungry, but I kept eating.
We chowed it down. We ate it really fast.
Nah, I meant like I ate the sandwich afterwards. Like,
yeah, that happens to me with alcohol too. You'll just start eating. No, not alcohol. With weed, you'll start eating, and your stomach will be hurting, and then like you'll know it's because you overate. That's why your stomach's hurting that much.
Yeah.
But you're still fucking eating. It's like you can't even stop it. Jesus Christ. But anyways, after all that meandering around, I had one more thing. What do you think a bear would be like on shrooms?
I could not tell you. I don't know enough about these substances to tell you what they really do.
We gotta talk about that on an episode. We gotta Google that, find out what it'll be like, and for no good reason.
Just pontificate of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, just outline what a bear would be like on shrooms. Well, anyways, we present to you the true story of the cocaine bear. I just found the bear I found the story interesting. That because like the way the cocaine drops out of the plane sounds like some shit that would be in a movie. To be honest, it sounds like a movie thing. Like I feel like the fact that they made the movie about the bear, I was like, maybe they should have made a movie about the guy. He sounded like he had a weird and interesting life. Hell, maybe that could be my thing. Maybe I make a movie about I call it the guy who made Cocaine Bear. The guy who made the Cocaine Bear.
Maybe. I mean, like the story of that guy seems weird. Like he probably lived an interesting life.
Yeah. But anyways, catch you guys next time. Same bad place, same bad time. Vanguard out.